The Oracle has been dealt with, and the last of our accessible territory is being annexed as we speak. It's time to start concentrating on how the Collective will deal with the Kel Azan. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Toxoids in our Heralds of the Dark Nova series. So the Kel Azan Republic, as I mentioned in the last couple of episodes, is pathetic relative to us. Their technology level is equivalent, but their fleet power is pathetic. Their economic power is inferior. So one of the things that tells me, and by the way, they're an egalitarian, xenophobic, militarist, and imperialist republic. So they're down here, and they killed one of our scientists in the Orville system. And I intend to get them back for that. I don't have enough influence to claim a ton of territory right now, but as soon as I can, we also have to deal with this system up here. So let's take a quick look while I'm thinking about that. All right, they are already equivalent to us. So it might make sense to hit the Kel Azan first. As I was saying a moment ago, what this tells me is that the Kel Azan are currently pathetic relative to us, but if they gain the ability through whatever means to produce additional ships, then we might lose the opportunity that we currently have. So before I unpause here, let me take a moment to think about what I may be able to do on some of my planets. Let's see, I can sell a few alloys here in order to buy some minerals, because we have some opportunities, particularly on our home planet. It might be time to build a second research lab. Yeah, let's do that. And as for that other slot, we're good on amenities. We have 9 available jobs. Already have a stronghold. Already have synaptic nodes, although there's an argument that we could make more. What I might do is leave that slot open, because I feel like I might be about to research something that would fit that spot quite well. That's a possibility. Let's go ahead and expand research production here too. And also, while I'm thinking about it, we need to expand our starbase setup. We currently have slots for 4 starbases, but I'm not necessarily building a strong defensive front everywhere that I can. So let's begin by, first of all, we are going to turn the Dandar station into a full station. We have defensive stations set up here, as I've described, but this is going to be a shipyard. We have a shipyard as well in Ureb-Dar, but I would like for this system and this system to also have starbases, because if we go to war over this system, I would like some defenses in place. Now, let's take a quick look now that we've done a little bit of building. We're going to look at our civilian ships and see what they are up to. We have a starbase being built in Okoplaran. We have a starbase being built in Terek. We have a mining station being built in Escant, and we do have to establish some additional starbases here. We have to expand down this chain as quickly as we can, because we are running into some aliens here. We've encountered the Gamma aliens. We are still trying to learn more about them. It's a very recent encounter. And then, of course, the Upsilon aliens, which they are an enclave in Julau. So we'll be able to learn more about them soon enough. What are our science ships up to? We have a science ship down here that is investigating debris in Ginnigan, and they're also going to finish exploring these worlds. We have yes, so this construction ship is also building a starbase. We have multiple starbases being built right now. And then this starbase is excavating that archaeological site, which is related to our precursors. And then we have you dealing with this particular anomaly. Faint traces of weapon radiation indicate or are indicative of a military spacecraft have been detected on Escant. Oh, okay. Traces of weapon radiation indicative of military spacecraft. And then finally, we have this particular science ship, which is exploring Eliathion. So let's go up to speed 2. Now that we've refreshed our memory on what's going on, kind of gotten caught up there. And I do want to go ahead and build a starbase in Joinham. We're going to keep a close eye on the construction ships so that we stay kind of active there. New contact. We've received communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that called themselves the Tharboritan Syndicate. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on the communications of another empire we are in contact with. Interesting. Ooh, they're lithoids. Criminal syndicate. They're ruthless capitalists, egalitarian, militarist, and materialist. You hacked into us, and now you call us friend? Bah! The Tharboritan Syndicate will remain vigilant towards your kind. We didn't hack into you. I don't know what you're talking about. You contacted us. So we say the collective consciousness will be watching you, sir. Where are you exactly? Okay, so they're over here. They might be. Let's take a look. Situation log. What the heck? Oh, here we go. Yep. They are the Gamma aliens. And I can see the border of their territory right here, so we need to lock this down as soon as possible. That explains that. So the Upsilon aliens... It might be that... It's interesting. Like, we're building a spy network in our 2 neighboring empires or nations. And it might be that that process, like building a spy network, might have been what enabled them to contact us in some way. So maybe that's why they're saying that we hacked into them. It might be, it could be that, or it could just come down to a bug, honestly. So I'm gonna briefly take this particular envoy away from the Kelazon because I'm feeling a little bit less threatened by the Kelazon. I want to make sure that I have this contact situation sorted out, and then we'll put them right back where they were. There is a mission to establish sleeper cells, but I don't need to go into that much detail right now. I don't believe. All right, so we have our... Oh, wait, let's see. They just closed their borders to us. We automatically close borders to other empires, so that's good. Our fleet, by the way, is on the way back to their home station in order to get some upgrades. We've just finished research into another L-Gate insight, which is great. We have some options here for more research. Ooh, lots of options. Good lord. I think I would like to go ahead and... Synthetic crystal plants. That's handy. There are honestly so many great options right now. I'm going to go for the one that just gives us the biggest boost to minerals because we're already in great shape there, and I would really like to get the economy as solid as I can, no pun intended.
System survey complete.
All right, let's colonize here. I'm probably going to need to sell some things. I'm not going to sell those moats. You never know whether I might need moats sooner than later. All right, so we're going to colonize using a standard colony ship. Pitanok. And let's take a quick look at our list and make sure I'm not using any duplicate names. Lesser Stain. Let's not say Lesser Stain. Scarness. I like it.
Stone's turn.
So as you can see, I've started to close up sections of the outliner when I'm done with various tasks because we've gotten to the point where the outliner takes a good amount of time to scroll through. So since I prefer the vanilla outliner to modded outliners, at least the ones that I've seen, I think what I'm going to do is just manage the sections of it so I'm not spending too much time scrolling. A badly damaged military vessel bearing elaborate alien insignia circles Escant. The ship has suffered a heavy incendiary attack which has melted its hull, leaving no survivors aboard. No weapons known to us today can produce temperatures high enough to cause such an effect. Perhaps the ship's logs may shed some light on its violent end. Examine the log. Let's have a look. So we need to research that with that particular science ship. So go ahead and research it, please.
Accretion complete.
Excellent. Joinum is done. We don't quite have enough minerals to... Hang on, let's sell a bit more. I don't like doing this much alloy selling, because I'm going to need them. But at the same time, we're in really good shape economically, so I'm just trying to bring in as many new stations as I can to keep that going. First contact event pending. We've picked up readings of unknown nature. The signals seem to follow some kind of repeating syntax which could indicate sapient origin. It should be investigated further. They seem to be concentrated around a single space station, though it is unclear whether this forms part of a larger spacefaring civilization. So this is first contact in Julau.
Construction
Those mining stations built. Archaeological event pending. We have managed to extract some data fragments from a particularly well-preserved Baol biocomputer fossil. This 10 million-year-old relic appears to contain pedagogical information intended for immature members of the species. Not yet ready to receive the full range of the hive mind's neural connection, young Baol, or saplings, were introduced to growth techniques, horticulture, and nutrition in a more curated experience. These findings suggest Baol society prized terrestrial landscaping and ecosystem management, and were also highly dependent on it for survival. Intriguing. Let me quickly look at how many relics I have. I've got 60. Ooh, I can discover an Elgate insight with 50 artifacts, so let's go ahead and do that. That should give one to us immediately, as soon as I unpause, maybe? Alright, so the research into additional minerals is done. Notice that it did reset our options. Ooh, space torpedoes. That's probably a good idea to go ahead and research those, because that's a new weapon type, but also advanced corvette hulls, since we're about to do some fighting. And we are slightly more defensive, aren't we, as this particular species? I've been talking about that from the beginning, so let's lean in that direction. We'll build mining stations here. Can't quite yet build those, although now we can. Perfect.
anomaly found.
A colossal impact crater hints that something big collided with the surface of this planet once. This is in Ginnigan. So research that, please. It's a 12-slot Savannah world. We'll definitely be taking advantage of that. Okay, it looks like the Kelazon have expanded to Ionites, which I kind of expected them to. Okay. Maybe I didn't click OK on that particular prompt when it popped up, because I remember reading that. Oh no! An analysis of the ship's logs reveals that the crew met its demise when trying to retrieve an irreplicable alien artifact, not irreplaceable, irreplicable alien artifact called the Rubricator. It was stolen from their society by a pack of thieving rats, a curious choice of words as they themselves are most rat-like in appearance. The logs are mainly comprised of curses willing the rat robbers to the end of the universe and beyond. The crew has counted upwards of 50 individual words for defecation, as well as a wide selection of places from which a star's light cannot escape, but their arduous work has paid off. We have uncovered the last known location of the Rubricator in a previously uncharted system, and if we are to believe its former owners, its powers are worth pursuing. We must have the Rubricator. So... let's let things unpause for a moment. Wait. Why is it saying it's this far off? Why is it saying it's over here? That's troublesome. Is it... that can't be the L cluster. Why is it saying that it's off in a previously uncharted system? Concerning. By the way, this wormhole is going to lead there. So that's going to be potentially something useful in our territory as well. The amount of like awesome things that are currently sitting in my territory still blows my mind. I can't wrap my head around it, to be completely honest. All right, we have some planets in frontier sectors, and I feel like I need to do something about that. So we can have... the difficulty is the way this sector... I mean, I could delete this sector, maybe. Right? So this would be the Tarkstain sector. Let's go ahead. Let's just take a moment to re-examine this, because either of these planets, if I start a sector from one of these, it'll go 4 jumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of like that idea, honestly. So we've got Balkanvoss, and we have Krail. Now let's go ahead and make a new sector. And then we will recreate the Tarkstain sector. There we go. So there's a weird little box there, but that should count as part of the... Huh. I don't know why it doesn't give me more information on which sector that is. But anyway, that's good enough. Let's go ahead and unpause. And now we can see that things are a little bit better balanced. Let's now make sure we have governors in these sectors. So Tarkstain... Well, first of all, we can assign a governor that we already have. And then second of all... Unity for... Yeah, let's just do governors that produce unity. We're already doing really well on that front, so let's keep it going. And then, is there anything additional that can be built here yet? Largol looks like it might need some additional buildings. It might be time for a hive district here. I think I'm just going to let some resources build up before I build anything more. So the embedded stratum is now upgrading in the Omen system. Asteroid collision. A large mineral-rich asteroid collided with Ginnigan 2 at some point during the previous 1,000 years. And what must have been a major impact event, an abundance of minerals can now be found on the planet in the vicinity of the impact crater. Okay, more minerals. I do have enough minerals. Thank you, game. It's not that I have not enough minerals. I have enough minerals. So stop giving me more. Please. Pretty please. Let's take a look at the star bases, which have definitely finished building. So we want to go ahead and upgrade these. After successfully translating their language, we have established communications with the independent space station of the Shroud Walkers. Let's see if they want to talk. Influence gained 28. Ah, a visitor, welcome. We are the Shroud Walkers. Within this voidborn hull, our coven communes with forces incomprehensible to most mortal minds. We contemplate the secrets that lie hidden in dreams, reservoirs of untapped potential, the unseen gears driving whole civilizations. The Shroud reveals much to those who would listen. At this moment I listen to you. What brings you to us? Do you yet know? All right. What is to be our fate? Ah, a momentous query, no less poignant for being asked by so many before you. Such a question carries a heavy price, but we can provide answers. Know this, however. The Shroud allows us to perceive events which have not yet come to pass, and this knowledge shall help guide your course. But it is beyond the power of any one event to alter the turning of the galaxy. If you would strike this bargain, know that your aspiration should extend no further than to be better prepared. But oh, what grand designs may be built upon the merest glimpse at what is to come. Alright, so we need a lot more money before we can do that. I have not had a lot of opportunities in recent gameplay to interact with this enclave. This is a newer enclave. So I'm excited to see what kind of possibilities are in store here, because I just know very little. Alright, let's go ahead and upgrade that platform. I know very, very little about what is going to be accessible to me as a result of that. Okay.
Ships upgraded.
Ships are upgraded, so we now have... The Aramathian Council has ended their rivalry with the Arthurian nation. Alright, let's go ahead and queue up a second upgrade, because there's still a few more technologies that finished while that upgrade was happening. And their fleet strength is now at 5.1k. I'm going to look at this anomaly in just a moment. Is there anything else? Yeah, there are space amoebas up here that need to be defeated, so we'll take care of them. But aside from them, we don't have anyone else apart from the Kelazon that we need to deal with. They're still pathetic compared to us. Their economy is inferior compared to ours. So I'm feeling like it might be time. I want to use my influence for now to continue to lock down these systems. We do have some mining drones here. This system is going to take a bit of effort to knock out, but we're getting there. I think what I'd like to do is just finish locking down my territory, and then we will look more sincerely at hitting back the Kelazon, because we just have so much opportunity right in front of us. I don't want to get distracted from that. All right, what's this anomaly? An abandoned ship has been left to drift aimlessly above this moon. The massive sails protruding from its hull suggest that it relied on solar power to function. Okay, research that for me, please. So that's in the Ginnigan system, this very, very remote world.
Innovation rollout.
So we have some rivalries being declared between other empires. Oh, nice. Available envoys +1. That is good news. Let's go ahead and assign a new envoy. Oh, yes, that's right. We finished the first contact process. So not only can we do that, we can gain information that way. Let's go ahead and launch an espionage operation toward that end. And also, I can spy on you now, can't I? Yes, I would love to spy on you, because we need to figure out more about them since we may be going to war with them soon-ish. I'm very annoyed that a potential archaeological site, I don't know for sure that that's connected to the precursors, but we've talked about this in the comments. That's one thing that might occur in this series, or it might have already occurred. But whenever you get the Grunor, since they're a precursor race that relies on the archaeological system that was added to the game, it's possible that an archaeological site could pop up in a system that you're not able to capture in time before someone else gets it, and now you have to fight them. So, somewhat frustrating, but we'll try to roll with it. Let's see. I think for this, I'm going to go ahead and select the Battle Simulators and Naval Logistics Office. We are starting to beat the drums of war a little bit, so we're going to continue along that line. This upgrade is going through. It looks like... Right, Solar Sailor. We have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Ginnigan 4A. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails had a large tear, or has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices. An interesting, albeit primitive, design. Okay. And we now have the ability to build listening posts, which would be very handy for a number of the stations I've just set up. And we have the option to use gravitic sensors. Ooh, more good choices. Experimental subspace navigation is probably a good idea. But encryption, the most basic encryption upgrade, I think at this moment in the series is the most important thing to do. Let's make it more difficult to spy on us.
Construction complete. Accretion complete.
All right, I'm now going to send the fleet to take out these space amoebas. Won't take them too long to travel. One of our colony ships is on the way. Can't terraform that tomb world yet. Let's see. Espionage event pending. Our operatives have completed their information gathering operation and have sent a dossier detailing their findings. So we got 5 intel. The infiltration level changes by -5. So we have an increase to the maximum infiltration level on the Kelazon as a result of that. So, okay, this is interesting. It reduces the infiltration level, which determines what operations this spy network can perform and may increase the intel we have on the Empire. Our intel is currently degrading. So we probably need to have... Yeah, we don't have a lot of intel on them at the moment. Interesting. Let's see if we can acquire an asset. No, that's going to cost influence, and I prefer to keep expanding. So let's focus on that for now. Speaking of that, let's see what else we can do to expand. Why don't you go ahead and build a starbase there? And you can come to Julau. And then down here... Okay, we haven't finished exploring in this area. Oh, you know what you can do? go to Ferrathon and build a base there. There we go. Let's queue one up.
System geology charted.
The discovery of another ancient Baal biocomputer remnant has yielded further insight into this planetoid hive mind's history. The Baal appear to have originated from a single planet, its location unknown, as mere plant life. Prehistoric Baal were all clones of their parent plants and gradually developed the capacity for hive consciousness over millions of years of slow, peaceful growth on their home planet. Remarkable. Also, I don't think I got an L cluster. We have 5 of 7 L-Gate insights. I don't remember getting any notification that I discovered an L-Gate insight. I just selected that, and I guess it just handed me one. All right, let me quickly look at my capacity here. All right, there's really nothing here right now that I have access to. Volatile motes. I am currently gaining 4 per turn, so there aren't any edicts that I can run using volatile motes that I would like to at the moment, so we're going to hold off on that. But we'll be able to do that quite soon, I think. The Rubricator. At the coordinates for the Rubricator's last known location, we have discovered a habitable planet. Okay, now we know where it is. With what we believe may be some form of settlement covering a large portion of its surface. The settlement consists of tall, pile-like towers, visible all the way from space. Our archaeologists are eager to excavate it and search for the Rubricator. Start digging. So this is the Coria system, and it looks like it's been spawned. Ooh, boy. Okay. We're going to have to get to that first. But I think we'll be able to. We're going to finish building that mining station, and that'll be the last task we have.
Construction complete.
And then we need to send you there. And actually, what I'll do is I'm going to cancel the order here to build a new station. So we'll get one built in Eliathion right now. All right, good. We have a colony underway. Arnvoss. Oh, wow. Looks like we can do some special resource harvesting. Before I do that, though, let's get our basic buildings in place. This is the new Gaia planet. I'm still overwhelmed by that. Like, it's just complete nonsense. I love it. Thanks, game. But holy crap. Holy crap. Can we all just agree? Holy crap. All right, let me buy some additional minerals here, and then I need to think about ending the episode, don't I? I do. So let's go ahead and build an energy district, because I am actually running a little bit low on energy. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It's probably just because I'm spinning the... Yeah, mining stations and then research station. I'm just spinning the economy up so quickly. So while I've got it paused here, I'm going to stop this episode. We are currently building a starbase in Eliathion, and then I just need to get this particular system explored. So we already have a science ship, thankfully, exploring it, and then hopefully we can lock down Rockaron. I may even be able to go from Eliathion to Rockaron and then claim that system, which will prevent these guys, the Tharbaritan Syndicate, our fellow lithoids, from an incursion on our territory. We can prevent them from having any kind of impact on the development of our borders. But that will all be in the next episode or two. Also, look, there's an ocean world right there. I hadn't noticed that yet, next to the Fallen Empire. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 3 p.m. US Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.